Hey guys, Brian Stevens here with the National Real Estate Post. You know, on the eve of Christmas or thereabouts, times are changing, and the markets didn't even have the grace or the courtesy to wait till after the new year. We saw this with Better.com before, didn't we? And now we're seeing it once again. The refinance sweatshop known as Innerfirst is crashing and burning once again. They're laying off hundreds of employees. Now, why is that? Well, here's the whole thing. They're focused too much on refinances and not enough on purchases and the relationships that those purchases need. As refinances have fallen off a cliff, guess who followed them right down? That's right, Innerfirst. So how is this for numbers? In 2012, they did $14.5 billion in business, mostly which was refinances. By 2013, they did $5 billion. That's a big drop off. By 2014, they did $3 billion. By 2015, they did $2 billion. And by 2017, well, they were like the band Kansas saying, dust in the wind.
Only for a moment, and the moment's gone. Oh my.
But just like Rocky telling Apollo, I ain't finished,
I didn't hear no bell.
neither was Innerfirst. They got back up. In 2019, they reinvented themselves as a tech-forward lender. You know, I would like to see a mortgage company come out and say, I'm a lend-forward lender. Not a tech-forward, but a lend-forward lender. Anyways, now that's all gone to crap as well. They're laying off, like I said, hundreds of non-commissioned loan officers. Those would be the sweatshop boys. And these would be loan officers primarily in North Carolina and in Illinois. I've always said this, guys. Loan officers, I hope you understand this. See, refinances are kind of like kindling. They burn fast, they burn hot, and then they burn out.
My dreams pass before my eyes.
The purchase market is like seasoned oak. It's harder to get it going, it doesn't get as hot, but once you get it burning, it will sustain you for the rest of your career. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about this. I guess Innerfirst learned that it's just not that easy trying to be Dan Gilbert. And I also imagine that they're laying off staff, so if you're looking for help, you might want to hit up the boards and search the term Innerfirst. So, wasting no time acting, but soon to be the permanent FHFA director, Sandra Thompson proposed a rule that will help ensure that the enterprises, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, have robust systems and processes in place to monitor and maintain proper levels of capital. That'd be money. And adhering to a framework similar to other regulatory capital planning frameworks is going to better position the enterprises and the mortgage market to withstand stressful economic environments. This includes an assessment of the expected sources and uses of capital over the planning horizon, estimates of projected revenue, expenses, losses, reserves, and pro forma capital levels under a range of the enterprise's internal scenarios, as well as FHFA's scenarios. A description of all planned capital actions over the planning horizon. A discussion of how the enterprises will, under expected and stressful conditions, maintain capital commensurate with the business risks and continue to serve the housing market. And a discussion of any expected changes to the enterprise's business plan that are likely to have a material impact on the enterprise's capital adequacy or liquidity. That's a mouthful now, isn't it? This really reminds me of that saying by Mike Tyson, right?
You know what we gotta do when we get there? Get him a thank you gift. Yeah, as soon as we get there. What kind of shit they sell in Afghanistan?
Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Though it's good that the FHFA is trying to put together a plan, as they say. The truth is, the only thing that's going to work in the event of a catastrophe in the housing market, that's if you let Fannie and Freddie keep their money and they, the GSEs, by and large, don't spend their gains. Why? Guys, this one is simple. Because these government-sponsored enterprises provide more than $7.3 trillion in funding for the United States mortgage markets and financial institutions. And if those loans start to go sideways, and I hope they don't, the one and only thing that's going to help out is lots and lots and lots of cash. Now, you think I'm wrong? Just ask Innerfirst. And finally, what do you think about this? The real estate firm Compass is willing to give up 10 grand to its real estate agents for coaching and training. Here's how it goes. It's 10 weeks, and for every week, if you go through all that training, you get $1,000. And if you do that 9 more times, that's how you get your $10,000. Now, Compass has teamed up with Tom Ferry, Steve Scholl, and Brian Buffini. Okay, what do you guys think about it? Seriously. First, my thinking is this. First, if you would just implement what the coaches are talking about, you'd have a profession, because if it requires you to get paid $1,000 to show up at your company's coaching, I don't know. I think there's a problem there. Prove me wrong. Now, if an agent completes all 3 tasks with these coaches, they're going to receive the $10,000 like we spoke about. And for that, they can use it with coaching and virtual assistant support. I mean, you can't just go blow it on cheap wine and menthol cigarettes or anything like that. It's still the house's money, and the house wants what they call a return on their investment. Now, truthfully, this is an all chips in move by Compass. Now, I have reservations about the ultimate success of this, but damn, you can't say they're not committed, and they sure as hell got the biggest names in real estate coaching out there. Let's put it this way. If you're an agent and you work for Compass right now, and you screw this thing up, it's all on you. So find a way to make it succeed. With that said, you guys make it a great day.